am so excited, so happy about this channel. I thought this video would kind of be an introduction to me and to this channel. And what better way to do an introduction video is to make it into the Disney tag. This tag is like over a year old. It's like an old tag, but I couldn't find another one, and I really wanted to answer these questions. I have my phone here with the Disney tag questions. So if I'm looking down, well, I need to read the questions. So, okay, number 1, a scene in any Disney movie you wish you could experience. I would love to fly over London with Peter Pan and Wendy and John and Michael. I'm quite terrified of heights, but I love that scene. So just fly over London. Number 2, an unforgettable experience you've had at the parks. I've been to the parks, Disneyland, quite a few times. Disney World I've only been to once, but I'm going there again this summer, so I'm really excited. 2 trips ago, and that's that is when I went with my sister on our sister summer Disneyland trip that we usually do every summer. And that was getting to meet Tiff, who does Who's It's and What's It's. And the next day we met Tracy Hines. They're both lovely, lovely, lovely ladies. I respect what they do. They're so nice, and it's just so nice to meet fellow Disney lovers, because I don't have any, like, friends who love Disney. I'm that one person that's like, Disney, yeah! No, it's just me and my sister, which that's completely fine, but it is just so nice to meet someone who is my age and who loves Disney as much as I do. So that's always just very, very nice to meet other Disney people who share the same love for Disney that you do. Another memorable experience I had was ringing in 2014. It was our first time going to Disneyland at New Year's. We stayed in the parks all day from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. So tired, so cold, so crowded, but it was amazing. We also did this for ringing in 2015. We copped out at 10 p.m. because it was too cold. The people were rude. The crowds were so rude. I don't know what it was, but when we were ringing in 2014, everyone was like, okay, we know it's going to be crowded. We know we're all tired. We're just going to be nice and happy. No, in 2015, people were shoving and rude and not aware of other people around them, and it just made the experience less enjoyable. Question number 3. What non-Disney song reminds you or brings back memories of Disney or the parks? I don't have one because I always carry those memories with me. When was the first time you went to a Disney park? I was 8 years old, and I don't remember like anything from that first time experience. The one thing I remember is when we were on the way to Disneyland. We were driving in my dad's big rig. He works for a truck company, and we were allowed to use his truck. And that night before, we were like, okay, we were at a truck stop because like we drove halfway and then we would continue down to Anaheim. So we had like, it was some kind of buffet. I had spaghetti. I got really, really sick and I threw up. And I remember having this horrible crick in my neck from sleeping in the truck. And I also remember that it was during Christmas time, and we had our Christmas in the hotel. And I remember getting a Spice Girls Barbie doll. It was Sporty Spice. But I don't remember like being in the parks. What my mom tells me is, and that my sister remembers, but I don't, and my sister was 6. And she remembers, and as my mom has told me many times, there was this time when we were in line, like on one of the bridges. I don't know which bridge it was because Disneyland's probably changed so much since I was 8. It was a line to meet Mickey, and I think it was on Christmas Day. And people were shoving me and my sister, like grown-ups were shoving these 2 little kids, me and my sister. And Mickey saw that, and he pulled me and my sister up immediately to meet him. So I don't remember that, but that's a nice memory to be told. If you could choose any of the characters to be your best friend, who would you choose? I would also love just to have like all the animals as my pet. I would love to have a Baymax. I would love to have a Stitch, like an actual Stitch, to be my pet, my friend. But out of like the humans, I think Ariel and Wendy. Who was your favorite Disney princess? Ariel and Snow White and Elsa, but she's a queen. The thing is, like, Wendy and Alice are my favorites too, but they're not princesses. So my 2 princesses is Snow White and Ariel. I don't know, I love them all, but we'll just say Snow White and Ariel. Moving forward. Name a scene, moment in any Disney movie that never fails to make you cry. Okay, well, okay, I'll choose this one. This one actually never used to make me cry. I didn't cry at all during Disney movies. I'm heartless, I know. But now, after losing my dad, I cannot watch The Lion King. I can watch when Mufasa dies, but I have to skip over when Simba is going over to his dad and he's nudging him and he's calling out for him and he's not moving or waking up. I'm already getting tears in my eyes just thinking about that, but I have to move past that. Like, I had to zip forward it because I'll just be a sobbing mess. Like, I physically cannot watch that scene anymore, and it would always kill me when they would show that scene in World of Color. So that's the scene. What is your favorite Disney movie? The ones I have tattoos of, apparently. The Little Mermaid. Frozen is one of my favorites, but I know there's so many wrong things with that movie, so many plot holes. I know that, but I still love it. Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Snow White, Fox and the Hound, and Bambi. Almost any Disney movie that has like animals as their main lead character. Big Hero 6 is one of my favorite Disney films too, because it actually deals like with depression, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. Yeah, Disney movies have had parents die and sad parts, but they've never like had depression. If that makes sense. There is a difference between sadness and depression. And Big Hero 6, I think, does a pretty good job touching on depression. Underrated Disney. I feel like some of the classics have become a bit underrated that people forget about. 11 favorite Disney song. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? Yeah. Part of your world. The snow glows white on the mountain tonight. Not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation. I know my singing's terrible. Okay, so yeah, let it go. I'm sorry. Sorry. Poor unfortunate souls, in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner. This one wants to get the girl. Do I help them? Yes, indeed. I'm like blanking out on Disney songs. Least favorite Disney movie. But my least favorite Disney movies are all those ones that happened in like 2000. Cars is kind of one of my least favorites. Never saw Planes because no. Chicken Little, Home on the Range. It's like all those movies that came out in the 2000s that you forget are Disney movies. Those are my least favorites. Just pretend that that never happened. Favorite Disney villain is the Evil Queen from Snow White and Maleficent. That was easy. Disney movie you did not like as a kid but you like now. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Pocahontas. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know because like my mom always said that I didn't really like Disney movies when I was a kid. So, but I don't remember it that way. I remember always watching and loving the Aristocats, and my mom did say Fox and the Hound was always my favorite, but she always said that I hated The Little Mermaid and I hated Alice in Wonderland. I'm just like, Mom, no, I don't know who you're talking about. One question I wanted to add was the first Disney movie you remember seeing ever when you were a kid. Now, my mom says the first Disney movie I saw when I was a kid was The Little Mermaid, but the first Disney movie I remember seeing was Snow White. It was on my birthday. I don't know how old I was. I think I was 6. And I remember watching Snow White for my birthday. Okay, so hopefully this, let you get to know me. Other facts, my name is Jessica. I'm 25 years old. I'm a screenwriting major. I love doing makeup and I love Disney. Disney has been my passion since I was like growing up. Like, in middle school and high school, I was that Disney kid or that movie kid that knew everything there was about Disney. And, I went through a time in my life that's like, Disney's for kids, blah, blah, blah. And then you get to that other time in your life where you're like, screw it. I am who I am. I can love Disney no matter how old I am. So there you go. It's just one of those weird transitioning things into adulthood. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. This is a new channel, and give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching. Have a magical zippity doo dah day. Bye bye.